Hey guys, welcome back to Cardboard Box Fort, Hardware Unboxed, unboxing boxes. Alright, so for today's episode, I've just got most of the boxes that have been laying around the house, the studio, cluttering up space. I have to get them opened, get them out. So this is kind of like an early, let's call it an early Christmas special, because we're just going to blast through most of these way faster than normal. Hopefully this isn't a 6-hour special. Let's get into it. I think we will start with this big long box that I have here. Am I still in the frame? We'll start with this big long box that I've got here because I suspect it's probably something like a gaming chair because it is massive. It's heavy. Let's get it out of the way. Alright, so that's the biggest box dealt with, and we've got the Raid Max Drouin, I think it is, and it is a desk chair, racing themed desk chair, kind of like the Corsair T1 that I was sitting on. Only difference is this only costs $180 US, and it's very similar, whereas the Corsair chair on sale is about $300 US, $350 US typically. So this is much, much cheaper, but I have to say it doesn't really feel much, much cheaper. And as you can see, I've got the red version, but it also comes in an all black, I believe. There is also, off the top of my head, a blue, yellow, there's a white one, a brown one, so that's kind of cool. I think there's green as well. So there's a heap of colours. You can jump over to their website. It's the Raid Max Drouin. Check it out. If you're after a good quality, good, it feels pretty solid. The wheels on it, the wheels actually move much better on my, so I've got a plush mat down here, good for the audio, and the wheels roll on that really easily, whereas the Corsair chair has the sort of rollerblade wheels, and it's hopeless on this stuff, gets stuck constantly. Good adjustment, as you saw, it can lay completely flat. I won't do that in here because stuff on my shelves will go flying. But yeah, so very cool chair, worth checking out if you're after something that is affordable. And it has a few nice, got a good lumbar support. Anyway, we now have a mountain of boxes to get through, so we're going to tackle the first at least 5 really fast. Really fast for me anyway. Got my knife, my blunt knife, and let's, well, I think we should probably, actually we'll just make a clearing by opening the boxes. Okay, we'll put that one out of the way. What do we got here? We'll rip into this. Ah, very good. Excellent. Okay. What we have here is a new Silverstone SFX power supply, and it is the SX650G, and I believe that is it is a gold certified SFX power supply. We'll take a real quick look at that. Okay, so small SFX power supply. So small, that's the form factor. It is fully modular, as you can see. Gold rated, 650 watts. Not sure on the pricing. I'll put that in the video description. There'll be some links for it on Amazon, so you can check that out. But Silverstone, so why can't I say Silverstone fast? They make really good SFX power supplies. They've got an 800 watt model, I believe, floating around. I'll be a nice big fan, and that should work well. And that's going in my Shift build, my Fantex Shift Ryzen 7 with a Vega GPU. That'll be cool. You get some black rubberized cables, lots of those, and that's Done. Get out of here. Scram. Next box. Or plastic bag. With some sort of box-shaped thing in it. It says Seasonic. First clue, Seasonic. Probably guessed power supply. Good job. Okay, we have, well, as luck would have it, another gold-rated 650 watt power supply. I think we unboxed one of these on the channel not that long ago. I'll be using this in a build. Yeah, it's a well-priced, good quality power supply, and we're going to move on. Alright, next box. Right at the bottom. Alright, we have the new Corsair LL120 Rgb fans. These things look amazing. Really, really impressive fans. Probably, dare I say it, the best looking Rgb fans on the market right now. I will put these in that Corsair Coffee Lake system that I built recently. So if I get time, I'll throw some B-roll up of these bad boys in this video. But there you go. They look really cool. So there you go, some Corsair fans next. Let's get this out of my way, shall we? Alright, these are two products that I actually saw at Computex, and I've been keen to get my hands on them. They're both the new AeroCool Project 7 branded products. So we have the Project 7, the new cooler. I think it is the P7 L240. So that's the new liquid cooler. Probably going to test that out on the channel very soon. And then we have the P7 650 watt platinum rated power supply. I'll whip them out quickly. We'll have a quick look at them and then jump into probably this big yellow box next. I'll make myself a little bit more room. It's got like a circular grill pretty much on the top and bottom. Looks pretty sweet, very different, that's for sure. The back of it looks pretty cool as well. Unique kind of ventilation. You've obviously got the on and off switch, 3-pin power input, and again, fully modular. So I just realized this is the third 650 watt power supply that I've unboxed, but it's not our gold one, this is platinum, so next level. And what do we have in the cable? Okay, so we've got black rubberized cables, so nothing too crazy there, but still they blend in nice and stealthy. I like that. And what do we got on the other side? More cables. So it looks like for a 650 watt power supply, you get a lot of cables. Alright, well, I will feature this in a build on the channel in the not too distant future, so you'll probably see more of this power supply. I'll sit that up there. So this is the new P7 L240 all-in-one liquid cooler, and we have a nice big block and pump there. So that's designed for AM4 and your LJ 1151 style stuff, probably your X299 platform as well. So yeah, probably not big enough for Threadripper. Some nice fans on it. I will probably benchmark this soon, check it out and see how good the cooling is. So yeah, we won't spend too much time on that. There you go, you've seen it. Alright, next up, the yellow box as promised. Are you ready? Interesting. Okay. Motherboard. Block. Box of bits. Okay. Bitspower. Okay. What we have here is the new ASRX299EI ITX/AC. So that would be a mini ITX mini ITX X299 is what I'm trying to say. PCI Express slot naturally, so you can put a high-end graphics card in there. On this sort of riser type card here, we have 6 SATA ports, so it's gonna be a busy mini ITX case. What else we got? We got dual gigabit network, wireless AC with Bluetooth. The chipset will be, or the chip will be under there. Platform controller hub. So that is a very busy little motherboard. And what I think I will do with this is I'll put it in, remember that, I think it was last episode I checked out the Fantex Shift X case, and that thing was awesome, like a really crazy mini ITX case. And I think this is probably the right mini ITX motherboard to take advantage of that. Could you imagine this thing with an 18 core processor on it? Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. $2,000 US CPU. Not sure why you'd do it, but could make for one hell of an editing rig. We also have a Bitspower block, and it looks like this could be a monoblock for that board. That would be very insane. Okay, yes it is. Yes it is. I was just thinking, I wonder how hot the VRM on that board would get with a 7980XE on it, so the 18 core CPU. And I was having a look at the VRM and it doesn't look massive. It looks alright, looks decent. But with this cooling it, as well as the CPU, that could be pretty cool. So it's designed for the ASRock board. That's cool. So that is definitely going in that build. So we've got another box here. Another Bitspower box. And I'm not sure what we have in this one. Oh, wow. Pump Reservoir Radiator all-in-one. So it's like a custom all-in-one, or at least a highly flexible all-in-one. So that is very cool. So I should be able to squeeze that in there. I was going to do a hard pipe build, which I suppose I still could do. Hard tube. Wow, okay, some Rgb fans on there. Well, you'll be seeing this in a build on the channel very soon. I'll just pack all this up neatly and carefully. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good here. I don't know how long we've gone to get to this point, but it feels a lot faster than what it would normally be. I think we've done more boxes than a normal unboxing boxes episode, but we'll keep going. What do we got here? Aorus AX370 Gaming K7, that's what we have here. Now, this motherboard isn't new. It is awesome, but it isn't brand new. It's been out for quite some time now. It is, of course, an AM4 motherboard with the AMD X370 chipset. And this will be going in a very, very special build with a special guest on the channel. Hopefully very soon on the channel. The next couple of weeks, hopefully we can get underway. We've got the motherboard. There's a few other components we're waiting on. But yeah, that's something cool to look forward to. I won't bother showing you the board because you guys have probably seen it. I might throw up a quick bit of B-roll. But yeah, that I'm excited about. Alright, what do we have in this guy? Immerser Pro. Wow, they look pretty impressive. Okay, so this is from Cougar. And it looks like a gaming headset. I don't think these are brand new, but still reasonably new, and they are the ultimate 7.1 virtual surround and brilliant lighting effect headset. So they're upselling themselves pretty heavily there. 50mm neodymium magnet drivers. Let's have a look at these guys. And yeah, pricing information for this and all the other products we've looked at will be included in the video description. There'll be some Amazon bio links, some affiliate links there for you guys to check out. They look cool. But yeah, not as organised as I normally am for unboxing boxes. We're just going for it on this one. Alright, let's take them out and have a look. Okay, wow. Like these the orange highlights there. They are definitely over ear. Those cups are massive. So there's steel reinforcing in here. They're like steel rods. They're covered in like, they're sort of a rubber. All of this stuff here is all plastic, but still feels pretty thick, pretty durable. We have a retractable mic. That's quite bendy. Looks like it illuminates at the end there. And they connect, looks like probably to an inline controller using a USB. And that will be to give you that virtual 7.1 effect. Okay, so you've got a micro USB adapter to a 4-pole 3.5mm audio jack. Or you can go into this little guy here, and that plugs in via USB, and that's obviously sort of like a USB sound card. So that's pretty cool. Don't know pricing, like I said. I'll provide a link in the video description, so I can't comment on how good a value I think they are. But I'll give these a crack. I'm actually, they're so comfortable, really comfortable. Most headphones or headsets, I find, give me a bit of a headache after a while, even if they are over-ear design. But these ones are massive. For those of you who don't know, I do a monthly Patreon live stream with Brian from Tech Yes City, and I've been using little in-ear earbud things over the last few to stop me getting a headache, because we do tend to ramble on for a while. But I'll give these a go on the next live stream anyway, and I'll see how I go. I'll report back to you guys. Okay, we're getting there. We got 2 big boxes and a little bag. Let's go with the little bag. Little bag has 2 little bubble wrapped boxes inside. So for those of you that watched the last episode of Unboxing Boxes, I did get the new Creative Outlier headset. I think it was just the Outlier, I can't remember anyway. Go back, they're the orange ones. Since I got them, my wife has stolen them and absolutely loves them, and she's only had to charge them once, I think, in that time. She uses them daily for listening to Audible and other things like that, and yeah, absolutely loves them. Really good value. These ones, I think the other ones were 70 US. Oh, going completely off memory here. I think these ones are like 50 or 60 US. So they're about $10-ish cheaper, let's say. And I don't know what the differences are. I think, so these ones run for 9.5 hours and the other ones had a runtime of about 11 hours. So slightly less on the runtime there. I don't know if that's about the only difference. Visually, they look pretty identical, to be honest. So maybe it's just a difference of the quality of the battery in them. But I'm going to use these ones. I'm not letting anyone else in the family take them. I'll use these ones and test them out. There's a few accessories. There's winged ear inserts and things like that. But yeah, very keen to give these a go. Again, I'll provide a link for a buy link in the video description so you can check them out. Alright, and in bubble wrapped package number 2, we have a brown box. Creative Metallics, I believe it is. Both the boxes got a little beaten up in that satchel. Let's see what this is all about. I think it's a Bluetooth speaker. Very compact one. Well, the name, yeah, the name suits it. It's a sort of aluminium, metalish case pretty much the whole way around. Rubberized bottom, volume up, volume down, play. For a little speaker, it's loud. Really clear as well. I like that. Alright, well that's pretty cool. I don't know how much that costs, but it's really high quality. Again, I will try and dig it up and provide a link in the video description. Alright, let's get into this box. And this box has another box in it. Not going to bother trying to pull that out. You should see the mess that's in here. It's going to take me about an hour to clean up. Okay, so I've got this around the wrong way. Oh, dual tempered glass, it's quite heavy. So this is Aerocool's new P7C0 Pro. So that's the name of the case. It's kind of a generic-ish kind of sounding name, but the case itself, I would say, is anything but generic. So in the front here, it's got a nice big grill, plenty of airflow for this case. Well, looks like it would anyway. Looks like there's maybe some sort of RGB lighting there. We've got 3 Rgb fans in the front, and they do have a controller to control those. Up the top here, we have a nice I/O panel, pair of USB 3s, power reset to audio, inputs, outputs, jacks. Around the back, pretty standard stuff. Power supply on the bottom, it's probably 7. Expansion slots, motherboard I/O, and a rear-mounted 120mm exhaust fan. So that, I'll try and get something in that and fire it up give you guys a look at it. Okay, so there's one computer case. Okay, so this here is a new Cougar. Well, it's not a new case, you guys. It's kind of new. It's a cool case. It was released this year. Stop waving this at you. A heap of YouTubers have actually reviewed it at this point, so I won't be reviewing it, but I did want to unbox it, check it out. I obviously haven't put it together, so this is definitely not put together. But I thought I did earlier in the year a custom, it was sort of, we ended up making an Overwatch theme computer case, kind of. It was a Ryzen build. I painted it it was orange, grey, and I think maybe black in a few spots. Anyway, you guys loved that, thought it was really cool. It was a bit crazy, and heaps of you have been asking me ever since to do a video on how to paint your computer case. So I thought, since this thing's kind of interesting, kind of different, it's got a heap of cool, unusual panels, I thought I might have a crack at painting this and sort of doing like a guide on how to paint your computer case. So that will be coming up on the channel, I don't know, maybe early next year. We'll see how I go for time in December. That could be a pretty cool video. So that's what I'm going to do with this. And I'll probably do, obviously, some sort of cool build in it as well. So we did pretty well out of this episode of Unboxing Boxes. I do have a lot of cleaning up to do, but I've got a new seat, so that's cool. Thank you, Raidmax, for my new Dracon seat. Dracon I think it is. Nice little Bluetooth speaker there from Creative. Love that, that's cool. We got a trio of 650w power supplies. That ASROC motherboard, that X299 board, I can't wait to do that. And all those Bitspower bits. That looks very cool. So that'll be going, like I said, in the Shift X case. So I can't wait to put that together. And yeah, just a lot of stuff. So I don't know how long this episode went for, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was very unorganized. I didn't give you much information like I normally do. But yeah, let me know what you thought. I'm not changing the series to be unorganized and all over the place, but I just had a heap of boxes. And I thought rather than open them and do the stuff, I'll unbox them on camera because you guys seem to like when you get to see the products as they come in, or when they come in, sit in my office for a while and then I finally unbox them on camera. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of Unboxing Boxes. I'm your host, Steve. I'll see you again next time.